to find little funny socks to make her laugh. And so she would always laugh in her takes. And they were pissed at me because I was like delaying time, but I'm the one that's standing there naked in front of everyone in the middle of February in Belfast. So I was very embarrassed, but I had a good time wearing little fluffy pink striped things over my private parts. That was pretty embarrassing, as is this moment.
Hi, Jason. How you going?
Where are you?
I'm up the back.
Hey, how you doing, bud?
Going? First of all, if you could say hello to Xavier, he's probably here and he's a huge Stargate fan, and I work with him. He would really enjoy that. But I wanted to say, first of all, thank you very much for Game of Thrones. Like, you're the only cast member that I can express this to, but being such a huge fan of the books, all of you guys did such a great job, and it was so gratifying to be a fan of the books and to see that. I just wanted to personally extend a thank you to you and the rest of the cast for what you did, because it was amazing. And I just wanted to ask you about the fact that you're now part of like a group of actors who we as fans love, like science fiction and fantasy fans. We love the work that you do. What's it like to be a part of that community? I mean, how does it feel to come into that community, and how's your experience been being part of that group of people that we love so much?
Being part of the sci-fi community and the fantasy world, how's it like having that relationship with fans?
First off, on behalf of my cast and the cast of Game of Thrones, thank you. It is a true honor to, just as any artist, to read something and bring it to life and do it justice. I really got to thank David and Dan. They're amazing. So thanks for watching. They did a great job. And second of all, it's amazing. I love, I've been in the sci-fi world now for, 5-6 years now, and it's been amazing. I've traveled the world, met my fans, and you guys have been great. And then to now be in the fantasy world, they're just great characters to play. I love Ronan, I love Conan, I love Drogo. They're really, really, really fun characters to play, and you can't go wrong. You guys are super supportive, and I love you. I love you guys. Thanks for supporting me. It's a beautiful genre, so it's fun to get lost and have fun and not have the limitations of reality. So it's just fun. You're all crazy.
Hi, Jason. How's it going?
Yeah, good.
I was just wondering, what's your favorite episode of Game of Thrones and why?
My favorite episode, I don't remember the name of it, but it's the one where I do the big speech and where they try to kill Khaleesi, and I basically vow to rape and pillage and basically hurt everyone in the world. That was a lot of fun because I've never read anything like that before, like the dialogue and that. It was just so amazing, and to be in this huge pack of like my Khalazar and the fire going and just go, if you just think about someone trying to hurt my wife, I'm gonna go ape shit, and it was fun to do that, to go to those places. Yeah.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, bud.
I was just wondering, what kind of movies would you like to direct or write when you've got the money to do it, after the next couple of movies?
The kind of movies I'd like to direct, the next 3 I've written with my writing partner, and one of them's based on a true story. So I'm in a place where I know what I want to do. One's an action, one's very much is a period piece. It'd be my first period piece. But I like keeping it small. I like a small crew. I don't want a big budget. I like to keep it just. Has anyone seen The Proposition? It's an Australian movie. It's one of my favorite movies, and the next one would be kind of like that. So I like that kind of art house movies.
G'day, Jason.
Hello.
I was just wondering, who's your favourite sword trainer? As in, you imagine you've had a few, and then also, what do you think your favourite style is? So, you know, have you got a specific style that you think is the best?
So I think you said sword trainer. You got a specific style when fighting swords.
Definitely Japanese. Working with like katanas and bokens, and I was trained more for Conan, Japanese samurai style, basically. And I find that fun. I've always loved Japanese culture, so that was my research for Conan. I wanted to have that style and grace and the way of the sword, and that's what I find really beautiful. To be able to take like a gigantic, meat-cleaving, barbaric, you know, sword and wield it like a samurai.
Hello.
If you guys would have saw the movie, you would know.
Hey Jason, how you going?
Hey, bud.
I just want to know, what was the hardest stunt you did in Conan? Because I know you did a lot of your own work there. In Conan, like the stunts that you did.
What was
the hardest one that you did?
the hardest stunt? The horses. Riding horses is not my forte, so that was really hard. It looks like I know what I'm doing, but I'm really pooping my pants the whole time. I'm scared shitless. And probably on that wheel, when we were doing that wheel stunt, like every time I hit that thing, I was just bleeding constantly. So that was probably the hardest.
Yo. Yep. With all the fight scenes that you've done, is that all just acting, or can you actually fight to save your life?
I mean, you give me a sword, yeah, I could kill you. If you're gonna come at me like with another sword, I'm probably sure I could defend myself. I don't. I think really after I took a guy in a bar smashed a pint glass in my face, and he was like 21, small, and it was just so random. And you know, I have 2 kids now, and I just don't really like to pick fights. I mean, it's never going to come out good, you know. I don't want to go to jail, and I don't want to kill anyone, and I don't want them to hurt me, and so it's just best not to. I just do it in the movies. But it's fun. I love boxing, and I love being hit in a safe environment like boxing or MMA, and like we're training right now for the next movie, and I love it. You know, it's fun, and I like rugby. I love burning that off. I mean, some guys like to get hit. I enjoy it. I don't like to lose my teeth over it, but in a controlled environment, it's fun.
Okay, we have time for one last question.
G'day, Jason. It's fantastic to have you here. Up the back.
I am.
I was interested in, like so many of your roles are about physicality and size and strength and things like that. I was just wondering how you as an actor then make the distinction between your physical self and then the character's thoughts and so forth. Like, when does it stop being about you as a big guy and start being about that character?
You know, it's weird. I don't ever see myself as a big guy until I stand in the mirror next to my wife, and it looks ridiculous. I don't. When you get a role, you do the work and you train to become something. On each role, I did certain things, but I don't. It's been in the last couple of things where obviously I have to transform my body, and it was really cool to do that. I wouldn't voluntarily torture myself and work out for 6 hours a day to become a barbarian, but I did it for the character, and it was fun and amazing. So if I had to play, you know, if I had to lose 20, 30 pounds to play something that required that, that's what you do for the character.
Okay, can we give Jason a big round of applause?
All right, big guy. Thank you so much, Melbourne. You guys are amazing. What's that? I was just going to shake your hand. Thank you.
Thank you. Keep it going, come on. Put your hands together for Mitch Pileggi.
Hey! Hi. How y'all doing? Pictures, flashes. So, here we are, Melbourne. Everybody having a good time? Good, good, good. I don't know what how people usually is this just basically answering a question, or do you want me to talk about myself for a little bit, or do you want to just get into some questions? I think it's better to do that. I kind of tend to just blather on and sound like an idiot after about the first 10 seconds when I'm talking about myself. So I think I'd rather hear what you guys are interested in knowing and go from there. So does that sound good? Okay, let's do that then. Okay, hands up if you have questions.
Oh, okay. Hi, Mitch.
Hey, darling.
I wanted to know how you got into acting, and you know, was it something you always wanted to do?
I'm sorry. What was it again? How did I get into acting? Well, I had another career before I started acting, and I had done some acting in high school and college. I'm sorry, I got to put these on because I can't see who I'm talking to. These are actually from the show, so I can't afford my own glasses. But you know, I had done some acting in high school and college, and then I went on to a different career, and I was working on Department of Defense contracts overseas, and I was in Iran when the revolution started, and I had been through two coup attempts in Turkey and revolution in Iran, and I said, you know what, I think I'm going to find something else to do. So I came back to the States, and I went to Austin, and I started doing theater. And first time I got onto stage, I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. I really like this, and I developed this tremendous passion for it, and got to the point in Texas where I couldn't really get the kind of roles that I wanted to do on TV or film. Is this getting really loud out there? So I moved to LA. And I got very fortunate. I met Wes Craven and did a movie with him, and then things kind of just took off from there. And I got very fortunate. But it's once I started doing stage work and got that, you know, immediate audience response, it was all over. It was like a drug, and I couldn't get enough of it. So. I feel very fortunate to have had the career that I've had so far. So, yes.
Yeah. I was just wanting to know how it felt like working with Wes Craven on Shocker, because I love that movie and you're so fantastic in it. And
well, thank you.
You know, your experience about it, you know, working in a movie, playing such an awesome character. How was it?
It was, you know, it was very. I had a great time doing it,
like
you know, because it was one of those characters that you could just be as crazy as you wanted to be and just go as far as you wanted to with it. And actually, there were times when I didn't go far enough, and Wes would go, "Let's do this, push it further," and I was like, "Oh, really, dude? It's like this guy's so out there as it is." You know, Wes is brilliant. He's got this great sense of humor, and he's just a gentleman, and I've worked with him a couple times since then. Yeah. But as much fun as I had making Shocker, I have a hard time watching it because the cat's